Finally, I get to show you how my daughter Tamala and I harvested some chilies. I had a very busy schedule before the chili harvest, so let's start at the beginning. We planted some maize on our compound, a small patch, and this is some of the harvest. And we also planted some popcorn, and this is some of the harvest as well. So I will be leaving those to dry. And one day I'll take you with me to the milling where I'll take you through the process of how we get flour from the maize. I was craving for some cassava and I had to dig in. For those of you who don't know what cassava is a woody shrub with an edible root, and it almost tastes like potatoes. If you've ever eaten raw potatoes or sweet potatoes, that's what it tastes like. Welcome to Selma, the South African living in Malawi. If you are new here, please remember to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment and give it a thumbs up if you like it. For my returning viewers, thank you for coming back. I finally got to the root, but it's not matured yet. But hey, I chopped off a piece anyway. I wanted to eat cassava. So now I just want to wash the soil from the cassava and enjoy it. By the way, the water that I'm using here is pumped from our well by means of a submersive pump. Cassava peels quite easily. You just flip the peels off. Now that was one yummy little cassava. You reap what you sow. This was still before we harvested the chilies. I'll share that with you in a bit. Before we head over to the chili harvest, listen to this. Less than 2 weeks ago, we planted some pumpkin seeds and the leaves are showing already. There's growth. Look, and I'm so excited because the leaves of these pumpkins is so yummy. I like it so much. One thing you should know about Malawi soil, it is very rich. Anything grows here, sometimes even with no effort at all. And that's a bonus for everyone here in Malawi. You can find crops grown in almost every yard and people eating vegetables from their own garden. And for me, it's a nice experience. Being born and bred in South Africa, I was never exposed to like this. So now I enjoy this lifestyle. I really do. We moved this umbrella tree from the garden side where we planted the maize to now the garden at the main house. Reason being, we are changing the setup of this garden. My husband and I decided that we want a tropical garden on the side of the house. But unfortunately, this tree got hurt because when we moved it, some soil got removed from the roots. There was a slight misunderstanding with a guy that I asked to help me. But my hubs did give me some good advice that may help to bring this tree back to life. So here I'm just stepping some soil around the tree to stabilize it. And also I want to create some type of a ridge around the edge of the tree, so that when you pour water there, it will dip in it. My husband advised me to cut most of the branches off of this tree now, because the roots got hurt. Remember, most of the soil came off of the roots, and now it will not be able to feed all the leaves on the branches, and the tree may eventually die completely. So don't worry, this is good for the tree. I'm actually saving the tree here. This umbrella tree is going to play a major role with the plans for our tropical garden. It can spread its branches for 2 to 3 meters wide, and it grows high. It can be able to provide shade for the whole front area of our yard. And here my hubs chimed in to help me a little. This tree is good because our future tropical plants will be so happy underneath it. The plan is to create a pathway from our main gate entrance there through this grass patch, which by then will be filled with tropical plants, with this umbrella tree and the mango tree also there. And in the middle of the garden, we want to create a small sitting arrangement for my hubs and I to relax. As you may notice, most of the branches are off now. The umbrella tree has only a few branches and very little leaves on it now. This way, the feeding process becomes easier. The roots will not be overworked. I'm just having my fingers crossed that the tree will revive itself again. I'll keep you posted. My hubs also brought in some more fruit trees, but I'll walk you through that in another video.
There's a mango tree there. Right? You see this mango tree. So
And now I'll let you enjoy our chili harvest. We were inspired to plant chilies because we love spicy food. In Malawi, we have a cooked meal for our lunch, and my relish does not get cooked without chilies. These chilies were ready and they were too much and they just had to be harvested. So I asked my daughter Tamala to help me so that I'm not so alone and we can have a nice chat while doing it. Look how big and red they are. We were so busy these past few days. It's rainy season in Malawi and everything is growing like crazy. We did some weeding and I'll show you that in my next video. And also in my next video, my husband will be explaining about our sustainable lifestyle we practice on our compound. It should be interesting. This is actually the second year that I'm enjoying such nice chilies. It really comes in handy. hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. And thank you so much for coming to watch my video.
Yeah, sustainable architecture is my property because it's a property, instead of damaging the environment, it actually gives back to the environment. So here is at the backyard. Now I've planted this tree, which I know those days it's going to be a big tree. I'll always sit with walking stick, sit here and admiring the pool. So let me explain about the pool. If you can stand this side.